Hey everyone, it's early morning and we're headed down kind of like a bit of a logging road, long driveway type thing. We're going to do an excavator repair. There's a long reach somewhere back here in the bush. Long reach, it just refers to like an excavator with an extra long stick on it so it can reach further. The stick broke off. I think it's still pinned to the excavator, but broke in half, like clear off the machine. So sent the guy with some hydraulic caps to cap off the lines and get the machine into a little bit of a better location. He says he got it done, so we're out here. It's Monday morning and got a couple days probably of work ahead of us. So we'll get back in here and I'll show you guys what we're working on. Okay guys, so after a little bit of evaluation on the thing, just broke in half. There's quite a few plates that have been scabbed on there over the years, so I think I'll take those off. I'll take the hydraulic line holders off, and we're probably going to cut some 1/2-inch plate to go on the inside to make a sleeve smaller than the stick, so we'll have almost like a rectangular tube on the inside that we can weld in, and then on the side that we can't weld in because it'll be closed up, we'll try either plug welding it or we'll see how much pressure. We'll probably just back gouge clean right into that one, so I'll see how I feel about it, but we'll definitely weld it in on one side and back gouge and weld into it from the crack. And then we're in talks about doubler plates and gussets and all that kind of stuff. Trying to keep it on the budget, but at the same time there's a lot of cracks and a lot of other stuff hidden underneath those plates. So yeah, I'm gonna go do some work and I'll bring you guys along for the ride. Okay, there it is. It's a link belt, I think. Yeah, probably link belt, I think. Long reach, long stick, big girl, 24 ton. Yeah, link belt. Okay, so yeah, she has come unattached, and if you look at the stick, there is stuff's going on here. This is, I don't know, that looks factory. I don't know why that's all, the paint's been stripped off, somebody's initials are in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this thing's been repaired more than once because there's a lot of different processes going on here. It's different, that looks like metal core. It's got some porosity MIG, some MIG weld. So this probably broke some point here, and not so sure about this either. But as I walk around, I see lots of little cracks. Like this thing's been breaking for a while. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there. Big goopy repair there. Looks like the backstop's ripped off more than once. Something was here and cut off, some sort of thumb or something. These were backstop plates. You can see where they lifted the backstop because I think it was too big for this. So yeah, she's seen some things. She's dug some holes. But yeah, this is what we're working with. So thanks to the beauty of Tyler over there, got her lined up way better than I'll ever be able to do by myself. So from here, we have it touching the top. We'll get rid of the misalignment left and right with probably some strategic ratchet straps and come-alongs. Looks like there was a repair down there already made and broke past that. There's a weld that broke right down the middle of there. That's a stick weld too, so it's not even the same time as that. What the? Oh, it's real. Gonna have to do something about this stuff here. Customer doesn't want to touch this stuff yet, just wants to get this done. So yeah, let's get it fit back together somewhat, and then we're probably gonna have to put some bunch of plate on the inside to weld into, like kind of like doubler plates or whatever you want to call them. Not doublers, but backing plates. There's a baffle like right here somewhere, or like this or something, so we won't be able to go too far, and I don't really remember what's on the inside of here, but we'll get a strip on the inside of there, something to weld into, and lots of gouging, getting it fit. Probably have to split it more than once, but yeah, get some tools set up and get started on it. plates fitted on 3 sides on here, and then 1 side over there. These are going to squish together. This plate still needs to be hammered down until it's flat here. It's still a bit high, but I'm going to try and focus on getting this tacked, because I can do that tomorrow, maybe after this. But we do have some weather on the horizon, so I'm going to try and get this tacked up, and that'll be my goal. That was my goal for today, try and get this tacked back together. So better come along, attached to a skid steer, try and straighten this out. I'm going to try and get this on the same plane with each other, and then make sure they're straight every which way. So yeah, definitely some more stuff to do over here, because there's cracks underneath there, and we got to build a whole plate here and stuff. But if we could just get this kind of tacked up, that'd be awesome. So yeah, I'm going to try and do that now. Alright, so it started to snow pretty good. So I'm probably gonna leave. Because it's like the end of the day. But yeah, this is what we got going on here. It's fit back together. It's loose on the bottom, it's loose on the top, and it's loose on the other side, which tells me that it's not gonna get tight on every side. So we're gonna have to do some trimming to make it kind of fit back together better. My face is dirty. Yeah, if it's loose on the bottom and loose on the top and tight in the middle, that doesn't work. That does not. I'm trying to think of a way no. I think what probably has happened is it's probably gotten pretty stretched when it was completely off the machine when I got it. Just so I don't remember what I recorded this morning, but yeah, it was completely off the machine. So I think someone got it to where it was hanging by a thread, and then they bent it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because there's a bunch of these like lines in the sides of it that look like it's, and the whole one side has like a pull almost. So I'm tight on the pull mark, which is what I was trying to do, was trying to get it straight. I put a 6-foot level on the side of it. It's not perfect, but it's not very far out at all. Like, it's like doesn't rock very much. So I think the camera died at one point. We broke a come along. It was a good time. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go measure my gusset plates really quickly to try and match the existing ones that are here, to try and have some sort of semblance. This guy's a water jet. I don't know if he's gonna cut them, if I'm gonna cut them. I don't know what the deal is here. The story has changed quite a few times. But anyways, I'm gonna go measure some plates, and I think we'll put it off for a day. I'll cut the plates out back at the shop, switch some jobs around, and I'll try and get it so that I can have another person here. Because if I have to try and, we've been using the machine to try and push it together, and if I have to try and look at the machine where I'm trying to push together while sitting in the driver's seat, I'm just gonna go crazy. I'm gonna be like a dog chasing my tail. Every little bit makes it move a different direction, so I really need a second person here. So I was originally gonna try and just bang it out tomorrow, but I don't think it's gonna happen. but I am gonna go grab some measurements for the plates, and I'll cut those, and I'll move whatever's jobs was the next day to this day. I'll make some phone calls. Anyways, you don't care about this. Excavator's back together. It's not ready to be used yet. I'll see you when we're back. Bye. Okay guys, we're on day 2 now. We're rested, and the weather's nicer. I'm feeling good. So as soon as I kind of thought about it a little bit, and Tyler brought it up too. Tyler's over there cutting out the side plates. It was tight on one side and not on the other. I wanted this thing to just fit back together, but I think when it got mangled, when it got broken, I think the guy tried to fold it over. He's saying it's a long time ago, and I just pulled on it and it broke. But I think what he did was he like worked it back and forth, maybe not even realizing it, and because there's some lines in the metal that tell me things. So where's a good example here? I've been gouging. Okay, here we go. So the paint's obviously cracked, but if you look past the paint, there's like little lines, like these little lines here. The metal was like being pulled apart as it came apart. I don't see this very often, unless it's in like really extreme scenarios, but I guess it is a 24-ton excavator. I've welded lots of booms back together, and they just fit right back together again. Usually you gotta like heat it up and hammer it so it's flat, but this thing here definitely stretched. So we've gouged like a ½ inch off of one side, and it is fitting back together how we wanted it to, which makes me feel a lot better. I still have a little more gouging to do to open that back up again so I can fill it back up with weld, but we're using an angle finder to check the end of the stick to over here. We're just trying to get it so that it's within ½ degree of the same. It's going to change when we weld it, but yeah, that's what we're working on. So soon we're going to be tacking. The only other thing I have left to check is we're going to stick a 6-foot level across the stick and make sure that we don't have like a rocking level, basically. Like we want it to touch on both sides. There might be a little bit of a dip in the middle where the heat goes in and where all the distortion is, but as long as it's touching on both sides of the stick too as well, and then I know that it's straight, or it's pretty straight. I noticed there's already like a 2 or 3 degree, sorry, not 2 or 3 degrees, that's a lot, 0.2 of a degree difference from the front to the back. That could just be my cheap angle finder, or it could just be the fact that this machine has 15,000 hours and it's dug a lot of dirt. But anyways, we're gonna do our best to get it back to where it should be. So yeah, gonna keep gouging, keep checking it. So far we've taken 3/4 of an inch out of here. This is all tight down here, which makes me so happy. So we'll get it to a point where we're happy and everything's straight. We'll tack it, take these come-alongs so it doesn't try and pull itself together more, and we'll gouge so that we have enough of like an open root, or whatever you want to call it, so that we're welding into those plates we put in back there. So it's like a full pen weld, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so just gonna keep going here, and yeah, I'll put the camera over here. Okay guys, so we got that side straight. I can't really check this side with the level because I got a little bit of high-low action going on here. And what I mean by that is, still recording? Yeah. This plate's a little bit higher than this plate. It's nice and flush on the other side, which tells me that even if I offset the other side, then I'm just gonna have a problem there, and the fixed problem here, I'll just be chasing my tail, right? So what I'm gonna do is take a dog, it's a fireball clamp, and orientate it so that this part here is gonna sit against our high side. Is that how that works? No, sorry, this is gonna sit against our low side, and then we're gonna slide this guy down on here, which is a screw, and we're gonna push on it until they match up with each other. I know that my plates are welded on the inside of here, so pushing against this side makes less sense, and I can see a gap in between the plate here, so we're going to push on the high side instead of pulling on the low side, because you could do theoretically either by welding it down. Okay, so we got the level pretty good across. Got like kind of a high spot, kind of a bulge in there, but end to end is good. End to end on the other side is good. I've got less than a degree, or 0.1 of a degree, which that thing's probably not even accurate to. That way, we checked our alignment this way with the angle finder, and overall it looks good. Like it looks like it's it's nice and tight right now. So we'll, I think I'm gonna tack it and freeze it where it is, and then I'll gouge it open to fill up the boom to the plates that we weld on the inside, so that we get all the way through. But I really like where it is right now, so I think it is what it is. Hey everyone. Okay, so I just wanted to make a little note on this video. I'm recording this long after the fact, but it came to my attention through talking with a friend of mine that I respect a lot. The gussets, sorry, not gussets, the fish plates on the side of the boom, or my mistake, on the side of the stick, um, they were cut with the intentions of matching the existing 4 other fish plates that were on the machine. Um, I don't agree with the shape of them. I don't agree with how most of the previous repairs had been done. Um, and if I had all of the budget, I definitely would have done this differently. When I quoted this job or estimated this job, I was told that there was going to be water jet parts because the customer owns a water jet. This machine was owned by someone who's using it recreationally, so I don't have the. It's not the same as when we're working for big excavation companies where they need the thing and they need it to work well. Like, I would be surprised if he puts another 50 hours on that machine this year. So I wouldn't be surprised if I saw it for sale too, because I think that's besides the point. Yeah, so it's not this is just a get you through kind of thing. Like, I'm confident you could go dig some holes with it kind of thing, but it was definitely not the best fix in the entire world. I don't want that to be a reflection of me as a welder, me as a person. I did the best I could with the budget that I was given and the conforms of what I was told to do, and then had those things change. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense. And yeah, I thank you for watching.